Welcome to the Calm Fluency Podcast. I am Arbish.
And I am Saad. This is the show where we break down real English problems and give you real tools to solve them.
And hey, before we go any further, there is a free PDF transcript of this episode in the description. Download it, study it, read it out loud. It is one of the best things you can do for your fluency.
Now, if you are here because you want to actually speak English, not just understand it, this episode is made for you. Because today, we are talking about something that could genuinely change how you approach your English learning every single day.
By the end of this episode, you will understand exactly why your brain freezes when you speak, why most textbooks actually work against you, and 3 simple daily exercises that will start fixing this problem starting today.
Let us get into it.
Before we dive in, I want to highlight a few words that are going to come up a lot today. The first one is passive.
Passive, like passive-aggressive.
Similar idea, yes, but in learning, passive means you are receiving information without actively doing anything with it. So watching a movie, that is passive. Reading a book, passive. You are taking in, not putting out.
Oh, okay. So passive is basically the just sit and absorb mode.
Exactly. And the second word is activate. To activate something means to switch it on, to make it start working.
Like activating a phone plan.
Perfect example. Your speaking ability is like a phone plan that exists, but it has not been activated yet. And the third word I want you to know is fluency. Fluency does not mean perfect grammar. Fluency means being able to communicate naturally and smoothly, even with small mistakes.
So fluency is about flow, not perfection.
That is a beautiful way to say it. Flow, not perfection.
Yeah, because I feel like I have 2 different brains when it comes to English.
All right, let us talk about point 1. The gap between your passive brain and your active brain.
So when I panic in a conversation, I am not actually bad at English. My speaking brain just has not been trained enough.
You basically do. Think of it like this. You have a reading brain and a speaking brain. They are connected, but they use different pathways. Your reading brain has had years of practice, school, social media, subtitles, everything. It is very trained. But your speaking brain, most people have barely touched it.
Wow, that analogy is really helpful. So the takeaway from this point is...
Exactly. You know the words. But you have not built the fast, automatic connection between thinking and saying. It is like knowing all the moves in chess, but never playing a real game. You understand the board, but your hands freeze.
Okay, point 2. Why do textbooks create silent learners?
The takeaway is stop blaming your vocabulary. Start training your speaking brain. They are 2 different muscles.
Oh, interesting. I never thought about it that way.
Right. Here is an uncomfortable truth. Most English textbooks were not designed to make you speak. They were designed to make you pass tests.
Too many.
Think about your school years. How many hours did you spend reading grammar rules, doing gap fill exercises, learning vocabulary lists?
Honestly, maybe 5 minutes per class.
And how many hours did you spend actually speaking in a real conversation?
That is wild, but also, I feel very seen right now.
That is the problem. Textbooks train your passive brain constantly, and your speaking brain sits in the corner doing nothing. There is a study, I read about it years ago, where researchers found that traditional classroom learners could recognize thousands of words, but could barely produce a few dozen in real-time conversation.
And the takeaway here?
The system is not broken. It just had a different goal, but you have a different goal. You want to speak, so you need a different kind of practice.
By the way, if this kind of conversation is helpful, and I feel like it really is, you should subscribe to Calm Fluency Podcast if you have not already. We do this every single week. Real problems, real solutions, no boring grammar lessons.
Stop waiting for a textbook to teach you to speak. Textbooks are a map. You still have to walk the road yourself.
Okay, Arbish. Point 3. The 3 daily exercises to activate your speaking brain. This is what everyone is waiting for.
And tell a friend, seriously. If you know someone who understands English but freezes when they speak, this episode is exactly for them.
Okay, first exercise.
42 Arbish, yes, and these are simple. You do not need a partner, you do not need a classroom, you just need 10 minutes and a little courage. Think out loud, narrate your day in English, not in your head, out loud. Right now, this morning I woke up, I made tea, I checked my phone. Say it like a voice memo to yourself.
That sounds a little crazy, honestly.
It does, but here is what happens. Your brain starts building that bridge between thinking and speaking. You are training the real-time connection.
Okay, I need to try this. Second exercise.
Shadow real conversations, not news anchors, not textbook audio. Find YouTube videos of real people talking, interviews, vlogs, podcasts, and repeat what they say a second after them. Copy their rhythm, their speed, their pauses.
Oh wow, like you are mimicking them.
Exactly. You are absorbing natural English patterns. Your mouth is learning the muscle memory of real speech. Third exercise, and this is my favorite. Record yourself talking for 60 seconds about anything, your morning, a movie you watched, anything. Then listen back.
Oh no, I hate the sound of my own voice.
Everyone does it first, but you will start hearing your own patterns, your hesitations, the words you always reach for. And slowly, you will start fixing them without even thinking.
That makes so much sense, and the takeaway?
10 minutes of active speaking practice beats 2 hours of passive listening. Every single time.
And that connects perfectly to point 4. Real conversation versus classroom English.
Yes, classroom English is formal, perfect, and slow. Real conversation is messy, fast, and full of shortcuts. When someone says gonna instead of going to, your textbook never taught you that. When they say I dunno, your teacher probably corrected you.
Right. I remember feeling confused the first time a native speaker asked me whoosh up, and I had no idea what to say.
Because you studied the language but not the living version of it. Real English lives in podcasts like this, in movies without subtitles, in coffee shop conversations. That is where you need to spend time.
So the classroom gives you the foundation, but real life is where you build the house.
That is exactly right.
Say that again.
You know, there is something I want to say before we close. And it applies to everything we talked about today. Frequency beats duration.
Oh wow, that actually hit different, because I have been trying to find big blocks of time to study. And when I do not find the time, I do nothing.
Frequency beats duration. 10 minutes of speaking English every single day is more powerful than 2 hours of studying once a week.
I am going to stop waiting for the perfect 2-hour window. 10 minutes a day, starting tomorrow.
And that is where most learners stall. They wait for the perfect moment, but your brain does not care about perfect moments. It cares about repetition. Small contact with English every day keeps the pathways warm.
Starting today, right?
Starting today.
Okay, here is your challenge for today. Pick one of the 3 exercises we talked about, just one. Think out loud, shadowing, or the 60-second voice recording. Do it today, right after this episode.
And when you do it, even if it feels awkward, even if you make mistakes, leave a comment below and tell us how it went. That comment is your first step of activation.
We read every single comment, so please share. We want to hear from you.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. It genuinely means a lot.
It really does, and do not forget, the free PDF transcript of this episode is in the description. Download it, keep it, and practice with it.
Fluency is not a destination. It is a direction you travel in every day.
From all of us at Calm Fluency Podcast, keep going, keep speaking, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.